Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Mommy Monday video. If you are new to my little corner of the internet, my name is Melissa. I have a almost 11-month-old son named Lincoln. He is the light of my life. I am a stay-at-home mom. I also make beauty videos and things like that, so I hope that you like it. I hope that you stick around. I already made a part 1 of this video, which is baby products that I regret buying. And after I made that video, I started to think about and find more things that I regret buying. So I thought I would share them with you. These are always super fun to watch. I would also like to note that just because these products didn't work for us doesn't mean that they won't work for you and your baby, but maybe this will be helpful. We'll see. Okay, the first thing on my list is Gripe Water. I remember when I was pregnant and watching like baby must-have videos, everybody talks about Gripe Water. When I was pregnant, my friend came in town to help me put together the nursery. We went to Bye Bye Baby. I bought a ton of stuff. I'm talking close to $1,000 worth of stuff. And the one thing on my list, I was like, I need Gripe Water, I need Gripe Water. She was like, what is Gripe Water? And she has a daughter. She had never heard of it before. Anyways, I ended up buying like the regular Gripe Water and the nighttime Gripe Water. We have not even used that stuff once. In fact, I'm not even too sure what Gripe Water is for. I think it's for gas. It's like a more natural reliever for gas. I don't know. We really liked the Frida Baby Wendy's. But we actually never used gas drops or Gripe Water. I've also heard Gripe Water can work for hiccups, but yeah, we've never used it. The next thing on my list is Webinams. So Webinams, they're cute. If you're not familiar with what a Webinam is, it's basically a little stuffed animal that's attached to a pacifier. And most of them are like permanently attached, so you can't even take them off unless you cut them off. These are everywhere. These became big maybe like 5 years ago. And I think we received a couple of them at our baby shower. I know I bought 1 or 2 for Lincoln because they're so cute. There's so many different styles and brands and things like that. We actually ended up not using any of them at all. In fact, Lincoln kind of didn't like them. I remember trying them a little bit here and there at different ages and phases of his life, and he just didn't really take to them. I think it's because he preferred a different type of pacifier, so that's why we ended up not using the Webinams. Okay, the next thing on my list is Velcro bibs. So bibs come in all styles, all forms, all fashions, all brands and things like that. There's different types. There's kinds that snap closed and then there's kinds that Velcro closed. The Velcro ones are awful, you guys. Especially once your baby gets a little bit older and is able to grab them and pull them off. I think that's when we really started disliking them because Lincoln would constantly grab his bib and pull it off and throw it on the ground. And then what's the point of having a bib? We actually ended up buying a ton of snap bibs and those work a million times better because he can't pull them off. Okay, the next thing on my list is a separate changing table. Now what I mean by this is an actual like piece of furniture that is specifically a changing table. I bought ours off of Wayfair and I thought it was a good deal. I actually ended up from the very beginning not even using it as a changing table. I used it as a just like table, like I put stuff on top of it. I put his medicines and stuff on top of it. I liked it because our laundry basket was built into it. So it was a changing table on top and then underneath was a drawer that was a laundry basket and then 3 other drawers. And I ended up putting like towels and stuff in the other drawers. But we ended up not using it because for one, it was a little bit unsturdy, like it was kind of wobbly. And for 2, unless you put your clothes in the drawers, for me, it just seemed a little bit unsafe because I would have my naked baby on this changing table that I would have to then turn my back to get to his clothes, his diapers, and things like that. So I actually ended up buying just a changing pad that I put on top of our dresser, and that ended up becoming our changing table, and it still is our changing table. Okay, next thing on my list is the Baby Bullet Steamer. So this was actually gifted to us by Matt's coworkers. They gave us the Baby Bullet, which I use all the time to make Lincoln's baby food, and the Baby Bullet Steamer. So I thought that they were like a 2-in-1 thing, like you needed one if you had the other. In actuality, the Baby Bullet Steamer is just a food steamer and it takes a really long time to steam the food. So I end up actually either boiling his food or using a microwave steamer for vegetables and fruits like that because it just works a lot faster, it's easier, it's more convenient. The Baby Bullet steamer is kind of hard to clean, and yeah, it takes way too long to do its job. Okay, next thing on my list is newborn gowns. And what sparked my memory for this, I have a video on my channel that I made when I was like 4 months pregnant, where I bought a ton of baby clothes. I think I spent like close to $1,000+ on baby clothes from Carter's and Gap and things like that. And one of the things, and people still watch this and they comment on it all the time. So I get the alerts when people leave comments on my videos. And one of the things I bought in that video, and I even commented on it in that video, I was like, I don't know what this is for. I don't know if I'm ever gonna use it, was newborn gowns. And what I mean by that are like the sleepers that have sleeves, but there's no legs. Instead, it's a gown with like a elastic bottom that's open. And I remember in that video, a lot of people said, oh, those are so great, you're gonna use them all the time. Even my husband's mom was like, my mother-in-law was like, oh, those are so great, you're gonna use them all the time. So I ended up buying more after I posted that video, because everyone was like, you're gonna use those all the time. Guys, I didn't use them even once. And I think the reason why is he slept in sleep sacks or swaddles. And so it just seemed kind of awkward and bulky to have a gown and a swaddle or a sleep sack. So I ended up putting him either in a onesie or a legged sleeper and a swaddle or a sleep sack. It just seems like a lot to have both. So I think if we didn't use swaddles or sleep sacks, the gowns would have made sense. Okay, last thing on my list are Aiden Ananias, or is it Anise? Swaddle blankets. When I was pregnant, and even before I was pregnant, I recall tons of people recommending this specific brand for swaddles. So when I was shopping for my baby, I remember like hunting out these specific kinds of swaddles. I found a couple at TJ Maxx for a really good deal, and I was like, oh, I need these. I bought a couple at Bye Bye Baby, and I just thought that these were like the swaddles that you needed. And they are nice. They're like a muslin fabric, so they're nice and like breathable, and they're soft, and they're lightweight, so you can hypothetically use them in the summertime. I think for one, I never got the hang of blanket swaddles. We always had to use like the pre-structured either Velcro or zipper swaddles. I could never figure out how to do it with just a regular blanket. So I think that worked against me. But the other thing I didn't like about these was when you washed them, they are so wrinkly and misformed when they come out of the wash. And that made it really difficult to fold, and it made me just not want to use them. I don't know. I much preferred our copper pearl swaddles. Those are a little bit more on the thicker side, but they're soft, they don't come out wrinkly, they have cute patterns. All right guys, well that is the end of my products that I regret buying for my baby. I'm sure as time goes on, I will find more. So stay tuned for a part 3. If you missed my part 1, I'll link it down below for you so that you can check it out. But I hope that you enjoyed. If there's any products that you bought that you regret buying for your baby, let us know in the comment section down below so we can chat about it and learn from each other. And other than that, I'll talk to you guys next time.